for tuning into another newly listed on the CSE clip. Today, I am talking to Mr. Michael Yang, and Michael is the president of Veda Foods, which is obviously just listed with us. So Michael, thank you so much for taking the time to join me today. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Anil.
Of course. I'm actually curious myself. What is Veda and what is the vision behind this company?
Yeah, so Veda was founded with a mission to accelerate humanity's shift to a plant-based lifestyle. And the key word in that mission statement is to accelerate, because the shift to a plant-based lifestyle is already happening. It's happening fast. The global dairy industry is about a $490 billion industry. And a lot of us know that dairy consumption leads to a lot of health issues. Say, for example, if you're lactose intolerant, and the production of dairy products also takes a toll on the environment as well. And so, for the sake of the environment and for the animals and even ourselves, we're better off switches off of dairy as much as we can and try to go on plant-based. So that is really already happening. So basically we want to be the major driving force behind this plant-based movement that is really happening right in front of our eyes.
It sure is happening right in front of our eyes. We've seen so many companies come to market within this specific sector. What was your strategy behind going the public route, and what are the benefits of that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, again, the key word is to accelerate, and having the public company platform not only is going to help us, scale faster with additional capital, but also it's going to give us a bigger voice. The plant-based movement, to me, is still in its infancy, because, as I mentioned, yes, you have $490 billion dairy market total. The plant-based dairy segment, it is a big number. We have about $20 billion roughly globally for the sales of plant-based dairy alternatives. But if you look at that, even growing at a compounded rate of 12% or 13%, it is going to double in 5 to 6 years, but still a fraction of the total $500 billion dairy market. Now, what do we do as plant-based players? We want to have a bigger platform and have a collectively stronger voice, so that people in society can hear us.
As I mentioned earlier, there's quite a few companies within this sector as of recent times. What would you say differentiates a company like Veda and your products from some of your peers in this space? Absolutely.
So one thing I want to highlight as well is at this stage of this market, all of us are really actually comrades and friends, try to have a collectively strong voice over cow's milk. So we're not really trying to take away market share necessarily from one another at this stage. It's kind of a blue ocean at this point. Having said that, our products are very unique. And if you go to the supermarkets, you'll see majority of products out there in the market are what we consider them a single plant source product. So if you're a soy milk, you have soil, really simple, maybe add a bit of sugar to it, or like coconut milk, very plain, simple products. Now, what Veda does is we have a product innovation philosophy in which we believe that by combining multiple all-natural ingredients into one drink, it's going to allow us to not only offer some award-winning taste, but also offer a more complete nutritional profile. Take an example, this last year right here, which is the drinkable yogurt. It is, we have oats in there, and we have cashew in there. We have a real fruit, like in this case, it's a strawberry, but you have mango in there. It also contains billions of probiotics in it. So not only we actually addressing the plant-based market, but also this drink, which is won awards a couple of times now, is also addressing the functional market.
You talk a little bit about your awards that the company has been given over the last, I think, 2 years or so. Can you talk to us a little bit about those?
Yeah, absolutely. In 2019, we won the Product of the Year award. At Veg Expo, which is the largest plant-based trade show in Canada. And last year, 2020, we were named one of the finalists on the Vancouver magazine, for the Made in Vancouver award, as we are made in Vancouver. And this year, in March 2021, we won yet another award on Clean Eating magazine, which is a very popular magazine here, the Clean Choice Award. So 3 years in a row, we have been recognized, for our product, excellence.
A very innovative product. What's the consumer sentiment like?
It's amazing. For example, last year when we launched our creamer, it was really the start of COVID and country is in lockdown mode, and we were actually concerned that, hey, our consumers, because the consumers going to supermarkets only to pick up their necessities, right? So are they even going to pick up products? Surprisingly, our products immediately sold out. So I mean, yeah, right now the challenge right now really is with our production and not with demand at all. As mentioned, before early on, we leased a newly at least 25,000 square feet facility that we're putting a lot of upgrades in right now, and hopefully we can complete that later in the year so we can actually satisfy the demand for our products.
It's one of the milestones our viewers and audience members can look out from your team in the coming months and within the year, I guess. What's your background? How did you get into this space?
Yeah, sounds good. I actually, my background is in finance and strategy. I have worked in the industry for about 20 years, primarily in the areas of manufacturing, logistics or consumer products. A couple of years ago, when I was consulting with another plant-based brand called Lush Cosmetics. It's a large company. It's a plant-based cosmetics brand. And a friend might phone me up and say, hey, Michael, I know you're into this plant-based movement, and I just went across this really cool brand at Veg Expo, and they won Product of the Year award. So she got so excited and got me connected with Sunny, who is the co-founder and current CEO of the company. We hit it off immediately. I tried the product; it was insane. It was like, that's just pure yogurt, but it's not non-dairy. It's mind-boggling. So I started basically consulting with the company ever since, and later on I also became an investor of the company. And early this year, as Sunny was preparing to go public, and he approached me again, saying, "Hey, Michael, why don't you come on board and join us as the president of the company?" And I was so thrilled, but it was an easy decision because having worked with like more than 30 companies in my career, either as a consultant or as part of a senior management team, this to me is once in a lifetime opportunity.
You mentioned Sunny Gurnani. He's the CEO of the company. Are there any other key team members that you've aligned yourself with to move this company and products forward?
Absolutely. Sunny is really the vision behind Plant Veda. A lot of people may not know, he and Vanita, they actually embarked on this journey almost a decade ago. So Plant Veda really is the latest iteration of this, and maybe I can even go back a little bit, talk about the story behind kind of the creation of the products. So Sunny's dad actually unfortunately passed away about 9 years ago from heart attack, and that was when Sunny really kind of looked in the mirror and feel like, can I do something different? Can I do something different in this world? And that's when he and Vanita, they decided to say, hey, look, we have a mission basically to try to shift, humanity to a more healthy lifestyle. And plant-based nutrition, they started plant-based nutrition and done research and all that, and they realized that a plant-based diet is probably one of the best ways to actually stay healthy. So So yeah, so they created, they spent many years creating the products. They launched a few, basically early iterations of Plant Veda as well, and finally, a couple of years, 3 years, about 2 to 3 years ago, they launched, Plant Veda in Canada, and immediately won the Product of the Year award, and then rest is history. Now, so Vanita is really the inventor and creator of all of the products. She is a vegan mom of 2 kids who are also vegan too. And what's amazing about her is she also has 2 master's degree. Sunny, he's really well versed in plant-based nutrition. He's also a Silicon Valley veteran, having worked in e-commerce giant like eBay. We cannot be here without Mayu Sanjanani. He's our Chief Revenue Officer. He's the one who is probably one of the best guys I ever worked with in terms of execution. He's the one that took us from 0 to more than 100 stores, working with distributors, so on and so forth. I have to introduce Claire Smith as well, who's on board of directors. She is a serial vegan entrepreneur in Europe. And she is the founder of Beyond Impact, an investment platform just like for companies just like Plant Veda. She's like a 35-year capital market veteran, having worked in UBS in the past. Jeff is also a capital market CFO, having served on the boards of many publicly traded companies in his career.
Got it. Michael, I learned a lot talking to you, not only about your products, but the passion that your team, especially Sunny and his wife, have and the creation of Plant Veda. Where can our viewers go to read up more on your company, your products, where to find them, as well as your team and milestones?
Sounds great. I think the best way to go is go to plantveda.com and sign up. Go sign up for our newsletters. And the other thing is to go on, follow us on social media. We're pretty big on Instagram and LinkedIn. I'm personally pretty active on LinkedIn, and that will be one of the best ways to reach me. And you can also email us at investors@plantveda.com as well.
Perfect. Michael, I am excited to watch your company and team grow as you move along this public market sort of route that you've taken. We wish you and your team nothing but success in the coming months, years, as you grow. If you need anything, you know where to find us. To our audience watching, I'm Anil Mall with the Canadian Securities Exchange. And this is a newly listed on the CSE clip. And today we feature Michael Yang. He is the president of Veda Foods Ltd. Thanks for tuning in. And if you like content like this, please hit that like or share button. Please share it with any of your friends and family that might be interested in this plant-based space. Michael, thanks again for your time.
Thanks so much for your time as well, Anil.
Thank you for tuning in to another newly listed on the CSE. Please feel free to hit like and share this content, and hit subscribe if you haven't already.